What is up? What is happening, everybody? I really hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys are handling the situations that life gives you in a positive, energetic, and strong manner. Something happened to me a couple days ago that stuck in my mind that I really wanted to talk about. So I said, you know what, let me just get on here and let me tell you guys what happened to me. So stay tuned. So I was at the train station using a bank machine when this lady comes up to me who had just a casual head tie on and a baggy sweater and some baggy pants, and she was probably in her like late 50s, early 60s, and she comes up to me and she says something along the lines of, "I'm not sure if you're the correct person to ask," and already I'm like, what does that mean? But she goes, "I don't know if you're the correct person to ask, but would you happen to know where," and then she like named a street. So then I said, "Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, I know where that is." So it's just, and then as I'm kind of like beginning to kind of give her instructions, she says, "Well, would you be able to show me how to get there?" And when she says that, I'm thinking like, okay, might she try to pull something? Might she, I don't know, like just hold me up? I don't know, but it's like one of those things where like just a bunch of different things are going through your mind. Like, oh my gosh, is she about to like smack me across the face with like a chicken wing? I don't know, just all these things that start like stressing you out, right? So like my like the adrenaline is kicking in, right? The flight or fight response, where I'm thinking, I need to make sure that I'm protecting myself. I need to make sure that I don't see anybody else who's like around to that who might be, you know, like her accomplice or whatever, and all these ridiculous things. So of course I say, "Yeah, sure, I can take you where you'd like to go." So we start walking, and this exchange happens over the span of maybe 5 minutes. So I kind of like thinking back now, I was walking a little fast. I was walking pretty fast, and like she was always behind me, and so like I even remember back then thinking like, oh my gosh, I should slow down and talk to this woman, you know, just to get a feel of where she's going. So I ask her where she's going, and she says something about a clinic. Like, honestly, so much was going through my mind that I have no idea what she said. Something, I think she might have said like a chiropractor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a physiotherapist. Could have been any of those, could have been something else. I have no idea because of all the different things that I was thinking as I was directing this woman to where she needed to go. So I point to the street. And I say, we'll see like if the numbers are getting larger or smaller, and then that will differentiate where we're going. And I'm also thinking like, oh my gosh, I have to get to work in the next couple of minutes. Like, am I gonna be late for work? And you know, so it was like, on the one hand it was like this stress response of who is this woman, and on the other hand it was like, I should probably get to work soon. You know, I should probably like kind of hustle, like get moving. So I feel like that might have even been a reason why I was walking so much faster than she was. But I feel so bad now. Anyways, so we're walking, and then she says, "Thank you. I think I can find my way from here." And when she said that, like, it wasn't even a sigh of relief of saying, "Oh my goodness, just this woman who wanted to get to her appointment. That's it." It was this feeling of, wow, I completely jumped to conclusions about this woman. And it got to me for the rest of the day. Clearly it got to me well enough because I'm coming here to talk about it. But it got to me because it had me thinking of how many times do we have these experiences where we get really stressed out, or we start overthinking, where we miss out on the encounter with someone. Like a first date, for example. You're so stressed out about the first date, you go through the first date, and then when you finally have time to relax and collect yourself, you say, wow, I missed out on so much because I was so stressed out. There's nothing to be stressed out about. And obviously, like, it's a little different because, you know, like, you like the person, blah, 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 and all these different things. Anything could happen, which is a bit different than this encounter because she really could have been someone who intended to cause me harm. You know, if there's one thing I learned from self-defense class in middle school, it was that a bad person can look like anybody. So don't just assume that the person dressed in black, all black, is going to kidnap you. So the same way that I don't judge anyone based on their appearance or whatever the case may be, is the same way that I don't discriminate against who can cause me harm or anyone that I care about for that matter. It was just a woman who needed to get to her appointment. And I could have enjoyed that experience a bit more had I not been so worried, had I not jumped to conclusions about the encounter. Because when you think about it, we don't like critically analyze something and then put our like final like conclusion on it. We jump, like, hence the phrase jumping to conclusions. We automatically, our mind automatically says what we think it is, and then from there that idea may or may not change depending on the experience that we have. So for example, like, someone's rushing and they don't hold the door for you, and you think, oh my gosh, that person so rude. And probably was rude, like, you know, you could have waited a couple seconds to hold the door, but maybe they really had to go to the bathroom. Maybe they have like tension in their hands. You know what I mean? There could be so many different reasons. But we don't think about that. We automatically make some sort of decision about that person, some sort of opinion about that person, and then that's just how we see it. So then when that person does something that's really sweet, when you automatically thought they were rude, then you feel bad. And this is exactly what happened to me. I felt bad because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this woman is so sweet, and this is what I did. The point that I'm making here is, let's not jump to conclusions so often. There are times when we need to take the necessary precautions, obviously, but I feel like that's becoming second nature. That's becoming the automatic response, and it's not usually in a positive way. With that being said, let's not jump to conclusions about people. Let's try to stay open-minded and give someone the benefit of the doubt before we go on to make an opinion of them, especially when it's a negative opinion of them. Good morning, noon, and night, wherever you are in the world, and I shall talk to you again soon. Bye-bye!
Let's go! Big break comes higher.